But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book. Even to the time of the end, many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. In the original Hebrew, this verse was meant to say biblical knowledge shall be increased. How accurately is this prophecy being filled today? Because of technology and media, the gospel is preached around the globe. Even in the most remote places, right now we stream online, and I get people that friends and that I go visit overseas, and they say, well, you know, Brother Pat, I didn't watch the service on live streaming. We're able to go into remote places. But because Satan knows that he has but a short time, and he sees this increase of biblical knowledge through media and technology, he uses those means to share his message as well. And we now have Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. And now if you don't want to say something to somebody personally, all you got to do is talk about them on Facebook. You know what we call them now in schools. You used to have the bullies that was there in school right in front of you, but now they call them cyber bullies. They won't say it to you in your face, but they'll talk about you behind the keyboard. And so we have these things that have now literally taken over. We now have shows and games that promotes the devil and violence, such as TV shows called Lucifer. Now, young people, I'm about to hit down y'all row. Video games, Grand Theft Auto, and the Call of Duty. And so much more that says this is the new norm. And what happens, because it seems normal, we now begin to fall in love with these things. But look at what the scripture says over in 1 John chapter 2, verse 15 and 19, because now it becomes a part of who we are. So now Johnny has a fit because you won't buy him Grand Theft Auto. So we begin to love these things. Look at what it says in 1 John chapter 2, verse 15 and 19. Love, y'all there? Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but it is of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of God abideth forever. Goes on to say, little children, it is the last time, and as ye have heard that Antichrist shall come. Even now there are many Antichrists, whereby we know that this is the last time. See what we waiting for is somebody to come back, with some longhorns and all this other stuff. We waiting, they said Obama was the Antichrist. But you dealing with many Antichrists. That's what the scripture says. Right now, they went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us. But they went out that they might be made manifest that they were not all of us. You ever wonder why you have you got children and grandchildren that, watch this, that you done raised up in the church. You done instilled Christ on the inside of them. And all of a sudden they done hooked up, got in college, and then got in the workforce and hooked up, and they got all these ideologies now that you no longer need to go to church. You ain't got, watch this, there's many gods to worship. You done taught them. You done did as Proverbs said, train up a child the way they should go, and when they grow old, they won't depart. And now you scratching your head because it doesn't look like they departed. It's because they have been captivated by the things of the world. And here the church is just sitting back idle while the world is stealing our children, while the world is taking over our families, and we just going through the motions of worship. No, we got to learn how to get into a place called warfare and tell the devil that enough is enough. You done try to run rapid over my family, over my finances, over my children. You got to learn how to tell the enemy, go back to hell from where you came. That's why it's important for us to be prayerful. Because every one of us have been affected by this cycle. Watch this. According to a survey, 80% of all children under the age of 17 watch at least one R-rated movie. And 25, watch this, that's not what's damaging, but 25% said they begin to act out what they saw. So they didn't just watch it, but they begin to emulate what they were seeing. And here it is now. Here it is. You ain't even got to watch TV. Our children ain't got to watch TV to start emulating. All they got to do is look at their parents. Y'all quiet in here. And so the question is, what do we do? Because watch this. The entertainment industry will tell you what they are looking for. They're looking for somebody say addicts. They want addicts. The gaming industry says we need addicts who are hooked on gambling because they are the ones that pay for the casinos. They're the ones who pay for the bills. The music industry says we need people that have an addiction to a certain kind of music. I'm just calling it what it is, the rap music. Many of which have defiled lyrics, but they are dedicated to the music. Watch this. You can look at Christian, Sister Wanda, Christian CDs and records don't even sell anymore. Folks will go and they'll artists will tell you right now, they can't make money off of, Christian artists will tell you right now, they don't make money off of CDs and records. Because Christians don't buy them. They go wait till it get on YouTube and down, Secular artists don't have that problem. They got it on Amazon, they got it on iPads, they got it on all the other stuff, their music on all the other stuff, because people buy. They said Jay-Z came out with an album. The first day Jay-Z came out with the album, he made millions of dollars because everybody went in and bought Jay-Z album. They're dedicated to the music. So how do we steer our children as early as possible and keep them away from music that stereotypes our young black men as thugs and criminals, and our young black women as bees and hoes? That's what we up against today. This is what our generation is riding down the streets and blasting their music to. This is what they're bopping their heads to. And the problem is they see nothing wrong with it. I go down some young people, and they bopping, you take they got the music up so loud that, and watch this, it's becoming so much a part of who they are. You can take the earphones off and they still. Because watch this, what comes in here is now in here and in here. That's right. Am I helping somebody here? So what they're hearing now becomes a part of who they are. It's now in their heart. It's now in their mind. They can't get it at the mind. So they walk around. They ain't got nothing on but boom, 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 boom. You say stop. You got to literally go up to them and go. For them to pause, to hear what you're saying. This is what, it's what's in them.